So today we're going to talk about how to use the OT algorithm version 3.0 and get the maximum profits out of it. Let's understand the basics of it. The algorithm provides three different conditions, three different areas here, which talks about the alerts by itself, buy and sell alert, the order block, and the trend line. The recommendation for making the alert or kind of entering the alert is that the moment when you see the alert that's coming in, okay, in the pre-market or in the active market, okay, make sure that alert is not nowhere near the order block. Usually the order block is the area where we typically wait and watch for the trend to either continue or to reverse. So I do not recommend to play during the order block section. Instead, wait for the candle to cross over the order block and play the trend as it is requested or as it has been alerted by the algorithm. So today on the 5-minute candle, the snowflake has triggered a buy alert in the pre-market. There is an order block that was generated right in the pre-market area, okay, and at the open the trend continues to flow all the way, okay. And we have also seen a sell alert during the day, where you can take your trend or you can keep active in the trend as long as you see the opposite alert, or you can also make sure that the candle is closing below the trend line. So that's how far you can able to play along the trend and you can get the maximum profits. One other example is that Twilio. So here as well, the alert has been generated in the pre-market, and we could have played the call options as we see at the open of the market, okay. And you can play along the trend. As I mentioned, the order block is kind of an area where the most of the price momentum would not happen. So I recommend you to watch out in this area if you are trying to play at the later point of the time when the alert is already generated in the past. So do not play in this order block. Instead, wait and watch to see how the trend moves during this order block. These order blocks works as part as support and resistance, and also tells that whether at this particular zone, whether we have an buy strength or the sell strength. So there is a reason I would recommend not to trade in this area. Instead, give it a time to watch and react to the market at this level. Let's take another example. Amazon. As we can see, again the same learnings, like we play along the alert, play along the trend, watch out for the areas of the order blocks, and we will not enter the trade, or even if you have entered the trade, just watch out on this area to make sure that it's getting crossed and you can play along with that. And the one best thing about the algorithm is that it gives you the entry price on which the alert got generated, at what price level the alert got generated, and also the TP1 and TP2 levels. You can play along the trend and take the respective profits at TP1, TP2, or you can wait for the candle to close below the trend line, so you can play along and get the maximum profits out of it. Zeta is one other good example. As you could see, we have a sell alert triggered in the pre-market, which is good, okay. And right at the open the market continues to fall, okay. And this is very strong strength for the Zeta this morning to play along and see. It has been around 28.98 and fell all the way to around 16.5 or 16.8 by end of the day, okay. And as I mentioned again, like order block is a level where you wanted to watch and see how the market is reacting to you, to your trend, and play along with that. One more example of ASTS this morning again. So the same learnings which you would like to implement here as well. Wait for the alert to form. The moment when your alert is formed, check if there are any kind of order blocks that are formed. If there are any order blocks, I recommend you to stay away from the order block and trade once the candle is closed above the order block and continues the trend, that's when you play the call options or the put options based upon the trend. Let's talk about the TSM. TSM is something that we have played and we have closed it today. If you could see, it has given a wonderful strength, a wonderful sell signal this morning. Okay, and the trend continues to go down as we see as we see, and there was an order block that got formed. Okay, again, this is kind of an area where you wanted to watch out if you're still already in the contract and want to make sure whether you want to exit or not. Order block is a level where you wanted to watch out and see whether trend continues or breaks or reversals, so you can still continue. Again, if you could see, the candles are not closed or never closed above the trend line, so I would definitely recommend to stay long in this as long as the candle is not crossing the trend line or you haven't seen the opposite signal. Let's take another example. If we see Paul, yep, this is also good enough. So we had a buy alert in the pre-market. The moment when the market opened, we have seen the order block being formed. Okay, as I said, order block, I'll not try to trade at the order block. I will wait for the order block to cross either in the same direction of the alert or in the reversal direction. So I will wait. As I could see, the order block has been the trend is moving downwards, and we have seen maybe in after kind of 30 minutes or so, kind of 1 hour, we have seen a sell alert here, and since then from 337.88, the trend is downwards, and the algo is showing a clear picture of the downtrend here. So it's definitely a pretty good win for the Powell as in put options here. Not sure if you have seen Baba this morning. Let's see. Yep, this is also again one of the good alert here. Pre-market, we have seen and sell alert. It's definitely a put trend or a downtrend. I'll wait for the market to open during the early hours. I will see if there's any kind of order block. As we could see, there's an order block formed here, so I will trade right at the moment when the order block is crossed and play for puts. So assuming that if you have played it here 92.55 all the way trend down, you could have it went all the way to 91.2, 91.3. Again, you can still continue the trend as long as you see as long as you make your profits, or as long as you see the candle is closing above the trend line, or you also see the different alert other than that. So you can play put as long as you see the buy options or other stuff as well. So these are some basics rules which I recommend to my members. If you're using the algorithm, try to follow these 2 to 3 steps, and that will help you to make a maximum profits. This will avoid you to coming out of the trade earlier, and this will allow you to identify the trend in the right direction, play the alert in the right direction, and get the maximum profits. Again, I repeat it. So we will watch out for the alert. The moment you want to take the alert in the direction that it suggests, check if there is any kind of an order block that is formed. If there is any order block, I recommend you to stay away playing the alert till the order block has been crossed and play along the trend. And how long you should trade, how long you should hold the trade active. There are a couple of scenarios on this. One, you should trade as long as the candle is not crossing the trend line. If the candle is crossing above the trend line, come out of the trade, that's okay. Or as long as you see the opposite alert. Like for example, in this case, we are playing the sell alert, assuming that we are playing a sell alert. You have seen the buy alert at the later in the day, so you can play along with that. You might have definitely made around 50%, 80%, 110%, depends upon the ticker that you're picking up and the faster it moves. So this gives you a lot of opportunity to make a wise decision when playing along the trend by using an algorithm. Hope this helps to you all in the coming days and you can trade safely. Thank you.